Eila, Biotha welcome to my channel. This week we're doing the Rune Perthro. I hope you enjoy. Hi everyone, Tuva here. This week we're doing the next rune in the series, and it is Perthro. Perthro is a rune of chance. It is the rune of the cup. It is the rune of all possibilities. It is actually a very good rune, one that can be considered like a game, the game of chance, the game of life, the game from within. But it has many associations: birth, bringing life into the world, and the prospects that that child may have, the fate within. So this is the rune Perthro. Just want to get it the right way round for you. So if I do it like so, is that right? Is that right, or is it like that? So this is Perthro. This is the rune of chance, the rune that can change your life. If you look at the shape, if it's that way round, it is like the squatting of the legs bent, and if you look at it that way round, going upwards, it's like the opening to chance, the opening of the world, the cauldron, the cup that holds the mysteries. If you notice that the cup could have the dice within it, and it is a game of chance when you move them from in and out. Be 3 cups with 1 dice. What one will the cup hold? Where will it be? And that is the game of chance, the mystery of the art's magical. Because we don't know what the chances are. The Vikings were well renowned for believing that when a child was born, the fate was sealed, that nothing could change that fate, and so those that possessed the gift of sight could tell that person exactly what their fate held for them, for it was already preordained from birth, from within the womb. Hence Perthro is associated with the cauldron being the womb of the goddess, the womb of life. The colour associated when you're doing your altar or things like that would be dark green, black and silver. Hence I'm wearing dark green, and the altar has black on it, and we have silver in the colour scheme. And of course, being the cauldron's involved, the element would definitely be water. Water is emotion, it is flowing, and when you consider it's to do with fate, you can bring the 3 Norns in, because they watered the tree of life, they watered Yggdrasil. It was their job to keep it healthy. It was also their job to maintain the fates of mankind. Associated with it would be the animal for it, which is the spider. Now if you look at the other areas of witchcraft, the spider is renowned for being the web builder, the web of life. So hence it sort of connects. The aroma, nutmeg. I don't get that correspondence myself, but the nutmeg is a very strong odour, a very precise odour, and very nice. It is also a wintry type of smell. You always associate nutmeg around Yule time and times like that. But of course it's used in lots of medicinal aspects, and also yarrow. Yarrow is used in many potions, in many forms of health and healing. So again, yarrow and nutmeg, the pear tree, the apple tree, the aspen tree and the elm tree. Quite a difference. But they have fruits, and fruits are born. They come from a seed, and they grow, and they are produced, and then they die. And it is similar in mankind, that we are born, our fate is to live a life and then die. So in a way, it is true that we are preordained from the moment of birth, the moment of conception. And so never a truer word has been spoken, when even the church says, you know, at the beginning of life you are in death. It is all part of the chance of life. The mineral is aquamarine, which isn't surprising, being it is associated with the element of water. The colour also has green in it. So yeah, I can see the correspondence there really. It's a lovely stone, and it's always cold when you touch the aquamarine in your hand. You will feel, if you are that way inclined psychically, when you feel different stones, you do get different feelings of warmth or coldness or vibration, of sense of smell, which it comes from the stone. With aquamarine, I get a sense of the sea. I get the feeling of the waves. I get the coldness, and almost like becoming like a fish. It is a strange sensation, but that one I do get with that stone, so I can see the association. So the Norns, the three Norns, they lived by the well, Udr, in Asgard, where the gods obviously reside. And their job was to water Yggdrasil, making sure it was healthy. It was also the Norns, whose names were Urd, Verdandi and Skald. What was, what is coming, and what is to come, past, present and future. It is said when a child is born, the Norns would appear by the child and determine his length of life and his destiny, and measure him up for his future and his death. And that is the Norns. The Norns were psychic beings who not only catered for the tree, but also for those who wanted information. That if you went to the three Norns, that they would tell you your fate. They would tell you as it really is. And that included the gods and the goddesses, who also went to them for aid in situations. They were very powerful beings. And so how much more would this rune fit in with the Norns? So I think now's a good time if we can do the little path working, which I think would be really cool. I'm going to keep it quite short this week, because having just got through the celebration of our new year and Alpha Block, but I think what we'll do is we'll call the name of Perthro and bring it in and do the path working. So if you like to take your seat and get really comfortable and just close your eyes, take some deep breaths in through the nose, hold and out through the mouth. Through the nose and out through the mouth. You find find yourself now in the dark. All around you is darkness. You've been here before, and so are not afraid. In the far right, in the distance, you see a speck of light, fire, and in the opposite side, a speck of light also, water, ice, the primordial time, before all. You decide you'd like to see the Rune Perthro, and so we now call Perthro. There in front of you stands Perthro, the doorway to the rune world which you are about to visit. You feel the energy from you, an excitement from within. You walk through the doorway and find yourself in a bar. There are lots of men, lots of old Vikings, all noisily drinking from their cups, but also using gambling. It's a thing they enjoy. It's something that they like to try and beat. They will test chance. You see the cup, you see the dice. The dice is thrown and one of them goes, "Oh no, he's lost everything." Another one comes in and goes, "Yes," and he has won everything. It is a game of chance, yet they also believe it is what has been preordained. It has been agreed from their birth that this particular event would unfold, and they would either be poor or rich. It could lead to death or life, to prosperity, and that is how they see it. You decide to walk out of this public house where they are residing and playing their games. You take a walk into the night. The night is glorious. You can hear the owls and you can hear all the crickets in the background. It is summertime, so it is not cold. The moon is full and you feel this longing to be where there is water. The sound trickles in the distance, so you make your way towards the sound of the water, wondering where it's going to take you. You find this beautiful stream with a little waterfall, and you just feel mesmerized by this. In the distance you can hear a woman crying, and you see a small house with the light on. You make your way to the little house, and at this point you can hear the woman crying. You open the door and walk in, and there you see a woman in the throes of childbirth. And you ask, "Is there anything I can do?" The midwife, the woman, the wild woman from the next village who brings life into the world, is just arrived, and she ushers you to one side and carries on making the song that would sing to the woman to bring her comfort and aid her pain as she's about to give birth to a son. It has been preordained that it will be a boy. Sit in wonder of the miracle of birth and what is being promised for this newborn child. As the child comes into the world and cries its first cry, you sense a presence, and this presence comes in the form of the three norms. What was, what is, and what is to become. Stand now in front of this newborn child, and in turn they each pick this little boy up in their arms, and what was says, you have come from a line of those who have not prospered, yet your future is now in my sister's hands. She passes the child to her sister, who holds the child in her arms and says, you have been born, you are healthy, you are here, but your destiny is in the hands of my sister. And she hands the child to her sister, who says, your future is ordained, you will live for 70 years. You will attain a position of chieftain. You will look after lots of people, but you will die in battle at a very old age of 70. And that is what is for you in your future. They leave as quickly as they arrived, and the mother is really pleased that her child is going to have a long life and also prosper, which is something their family had not had for a long time. You watch all this in awe, thinking, how can you believe that this is what's ordained? Is it not up to you what you do in your life? Again, you remember the time in which you are walking and realise that there were specific ideas and reasons behind things, the magic behind it, the secret of what could be obtained but was within all that was predestined for your life. You look at all that's going on and realise that people were happy with all of this. They were happy with realising they took chances. If it wasn't in their web of life, then it would not come to be. But if it was in their web of life and their truth, that it would. And so they were happy with what was dealt to them. You realise that also that these three norms were powerful beings that even spoke over the gods, even presided over all. And so nobody complained. It's the way of the world. The world tree now in front of you. How grand and big that it is, and how beautiful. And the three norms are busy tending to the roots, watering them from the well. And you feel very peaceful about it. And realise that not all things can be explained, and not all things are meant to be explained, for there are many secrets within our worlds. And there you feel time has elapsed. You feel warm inside, almost like, because everything is preordained in this world, that you feel safe. Almost the knowledge of knowing what will be, what has been and what is, makes you feel okay and safe and at home And it's good because it takes the pressure off of you having to deal with your own destiny, knowing that destiny is proclaimed at your birth. You decide it's time and you turn round to find Perthro standing there waiting for you to go through, and you do, and you find yourself back where you was, my friends, back in your safety of your home. And when you're ready, open your eyes, do this with your fingers and your toes, and when you have a moment, eat and drink something so that you feel grounded. I hope you enjoyed that, guys. It was a quick one this week, but not really too much I can go into on this. It's not one that's got a lot of information, and it's one that you can put your own information and build on and learn. These are just guidelines, and it's for you as the seeker and the magical aspect person to go away and do lots of research and find yourself within each rune. And so I'm going to leave it there. Any new subscribers, thank you so much. Any that have come back, I really appreciate it. And to those that are always there for me, thank you also. And from me to you. And I will see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. And I hope you all had a wonderful Alpha Blot Samhain, Halloween, New Year. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will be back soon, wherever you are, whatever time of day, night or evening it may be. I wish you the best ever. House of Alang.